Bubbles of fire. In a snowy mountain valley, where frost sparkled like lace and the air smelled of pine and fresh bread, lived a curious young dragon named Drimble. The valley shimmered with calm magic, and though the other dragons could breathe bright orange flames, Drimble's fire came out quite differently. Out of his mouth floated bubbles, big ones, tiny ones, even heart-shaped ones that glimmered like tiny moons before softly plink, popping in the frosty air. Drimble sighed. "Ay, a dragon who can't breathe fire isn't much of a dragon at all," he whispered, tracing a claw through the snow. Yet his heart was full of wonder. He explored the hidden paths, the sparkle of icicles, and the songs of the wind, never giving up on his dream of one day breathing true fire. One crisp morning, Drimble climbed to the tallest pine in the valley, where perched Ravik, the raven, the valley's oldest and wisest guardian. His feathers shimmered midnight blue, and his eyes gleamed with quiet knowing. "I still can't breathe fire," Drimble confessed. Ravik tilted his head, his voice deep and calm. "Ah, young one, sometimes what makes you different is what makes you important." Drimble frowned. "But bubbles aren't useful." The raven gave a slow croak of amusement. "With patience, even bubbles can shine like fire. Seek the witch on the far hill. She forgets much, but remembers old magic." With renewed hope, Drimble thanked Ravik and set off toward the snowy hills, his bubbles drifting behind him like tiny lanterns. By midday, Drimble reached a crooked little cottage under glittering icicles. Inside, a round witch with a too big purple hat sneezed into a puff of flour. "Hello?" Drimble asked shyly. "Are you the witch?" "Oh, am I? Yes, I suppose I am." Drimble explained his problem, his bubbles, his longing for real fire, and his wish to help others. The witch tapped her chin, accidentally dropping a spoon into her hat. "Bubble fire, bubble pie. Ah, the sparkling spring," she exclaimed. "Its waters hold forgotten fire. But remember, the spring listens only to those who wait." Drimble bowed gratefully and set off once more. In the forest, a snowball bounced off Drimble's snout. "Tag, you're it!" squeaked Squeebs, a mischievous squirrel with a ribbon-like tail. "I'm on a mission," Drimble laughed. "A mission? I'm coming," Squeebs declared. Together they journeyed through glittering trees until they found the spring, a pool of shimmering blue beneath a crystal arch. "It's beautiful," Drimble whispered. He remembered the witch's words. "It listens to those who wait." So he sat. He waited as Squeebs played in the snow. He waited as snowflakes melted on his snout. He waited as the sun dipped behind lavender mountains. Then the spring glowed gold. A warm light wrapped around him like a soft blanket. "You already hold fire inside," whispered the glow. "Your bubbles are only its gentlest form. Be patient." Then, with a soft puff, the glow was gone. Drimble breathed out, "Whoosh!" and a bubble rose, bursting into a puff of warmth that melted the snow around him. He grinned. Maybe bubbles can help after all. When Drimble and Squeebs returned, the valley lay dark and cold. The big dragons were away, and the village's hearths had gone out. If only I could... Then he remembered the spring's words. He took a deep breath. Whoosh! A glowing bubble floated into the air, then popped, sending a wave of warmth through a nearby cottage. Another followed, and another. Soon hundreds of golden bubbles drifted through the village, melting snow and filling homes with soft heat and laughter. Children danced beneath them, clapping as they popped with little flashes of light. From a rooftop, Ravik watched, his feathers glinting in the firelight. You see, little one, you never needed to change. You only needed patience to see your gift's true light. That night, under a blanket of stars, Drimble sat beside the glowing spring. I thought I needed fire to help others, but maybe bubbles are my kind of fire. Squeebs giggled, chasing one that floated up toward the moon. And they're way more fun. Drimble laughed, and warm bubbles rose into the night like tiny moons, their reflections dancing on the snow. His heart glowed, not with flame, but with gratitude. From then on, whenever the valley grew cold, Drimble filled it with bubbles of light and warmth, and the villagers learned that fire doesn't always have to burn. It can comfort, shine, and heal. Drimble had found his magic, and sometimes all it takes is one gentle pop to make the world a little brighter.